First Angels Jamaica's mandate is to connect the dots, to support fledgling businesses in Jamaica, startups who are unable to get financing to get their businesses going.
There was a recognition that in terms of the provision of what they call patient capital to young entrepreneurs and small businesses, there was a gap in the ecosystem. And it was a gap that was filled in other jurisdictions very well by what are known as angel networks of angel investors that come together to invest together in small businesses and entrepreneurs.
Some people were urging us to go and, visit other angel investor networks. Some of us had some experience in getting angel networks started. I had tried to start one several years before.
And we decided, therefore, rather than going on study tours and doing a lot of other more academic investigations, we would simply take the bull by the horns.
And we used the resources that we had, the connections that we had, and we really just got started.
I have been a member of the FAJ for 3 years.
I've been actively investing as an angel for the last 2 years.
The most important criteria for me personally in deciding whether I'm going to invest in a company is the team.
How much hard work they were obviously putting into their business already and what they were prepared to put in down the road.
When FAJ members make an investment in a company, we typically have 2 investor directors who are angel members who join the board. And then we also have an independent director that is selected on a collaborative basis with the founder as well as the investor directors. And they are able to provide the kind of guidance and mentorship that really is the most important benefit of getting angel investment in your business.
For instance, Book Fusion came this morning and I lent them our facilities to have a meeting with an overseas person. For other people it might be just, can you help me find this contact or look over my marketing plan, tell me what you think. And then of course there's the corporate governance that goes with sitting on a board, for an SME.
Some of the challenges that angel investors face are, first of all, I would say, people who really aren't quite investment ready. So many of the pitches that I've seen for investment may be good ideas, but they haven't really been ideas that have been thought through sufficiently to persuade me to invest.
Most, if not all, of the companies that we've invested in are early stage companies. The possible one exception would be DRT Communications. And they, in fact, were startup business in a particular area, although they had a traditional business that they had been in for several years. And it was really that new business that attracted us to the investment.
Many entrepreneurs have an unreasonable idea of the valuation of their companies from the outset. And it takes time to grow value, and frankly it takes time to persuade investors that your business is a valuable enterprise that's worth investing in. So those are perhaps the 2 biggest challenges I've found.
Companies like Bilodex. Bilodex is a startup ticketing app that we've invested in. There is Loan Cirrus, which is an online loan management system that we've invested in. I think if you talk to the individuals, they will tell you that taking the angel investment was one of the best decisions they've ever made. And I think they'll also tell you that more important to them than the actual cash investment that was made by the angels has been the mentorship and guidance that the angels themselves have been able to provide directly to the management and the founders.
I think definitely FAJ has provided a level of structure in corporate governance and direction for these companies that they would not ordinarily have had.
We established First Angels Jamaica to invest in local companies. It is Jamaica's entrepreneurial ecosystem that primarily we are trying to develop. And therefore it's very important to us that a significant number of investments that we make are Jamaican-based companies, and so far all of our investments have been in Jamaican-based companies.
We've made 2 investments in in Turner Innovations and in Book Fusion, and I'm delighted to be exposed to two companies like that, young entrepreneurs with some very interesting ideas. And for me, as a personal investor, I have nothing like that in my portfolio. So it's really improved, I think, the diversification I have.
I think all good investors want to have a portfolio that's balanced, that has some safe investments and some a little more risky, because there is a relationship between risk and return. And that's why angels invest in these startups, because you know that if you have invested in a portfolio of say 10 companies, probably one is going to do very, very well, and you are going to get a substantial return on your investments.
When you sign up to be an angel, I think you're signing up to do two things. You're signing up to invest some money and help some people, but more than anything else, you're really mentoring young entrepreneurs, and that's what I've thoroughly enjoyed about this whole process.
My whole career has been built on supporting entrepreneurs, and I'm very keenly aware of the paucity of investment capital for startup companies.
I firmly believe that we need a lot more capital available for small entrepreneurs in Jamaica. I think, aside from anything else, this will stop the flow of our brightest talent away from these shores. It will build it here, it will encourage entrepreneurs to stay here, and frankly, it'll give young people a credible alternative to some other, frankly, less palatable things.
I think there's also some camaraderie and some good, decent teamwork and belief in Jamaica itself by all the members of the FAJ. I think they really believe in building Jamaica through investing in small and medium-sized enterprises, and I think that's very positive. Everyone's in this for the same reason. So it's a lot of fun to be getting pitches. It's a lot of fun to be hearing about businesses that you can see maybe working. It's also great to be able to see people develop.
I think teamwork in First Angels has been a real strength for our group. We've made good investments as a result. I think being a member of First Angels Jamaica has really enabled me to start to give back to the business community. And that's very important to me, because as I said earlier, I think it's very important for us to have a space in Jamaica and in every emerging market that entrepreneurs can feel that home is where the capital is.